Hi there, it's Sam from pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one, and it's the Decadent Cream Egg box. Personally, can't bear the things. Cream eggs, ugh, yuck. Give me a toffee mallow any day, or a caramel. I can't bear cream eggs, but other people like them. And there is a reason I have got 3 in here, and that's because my husband went up to the post office the other day and I went, oh, can you just get me some cream eggs? I need them for projects. And he said when he came back, he'd bought 6 of them, thinking it would be one for everybody. Not me. Bleh. But he said you could get 3 for £1.20, which was actually an awful lot cheaper, 3 loose ones, than if you buy those box sets of them. So, isn't it cute? It's all about being decadent and royal and what have you, with this beautiful foiled acetate in here and these gems here as well. So I'm going to show you how to make it. Now obviously I went for kind of Cadbury purple with the elegant eggplant, but on a cream egg you have got red. So I'm going to make a red version of it this time. You need a piece of cardstock that is 8.5 by 7.25 and 22 by 18.5 centimetres. We're going to do the long side first. Where's my scoring tool? There we go. Score it at 1.5, 3.5, 5 and 7 inches, which in metric is 4, 9, 13 and 18. Turn it round and score it at 1.5 and at 5 3/4 of an inch, which is 4 and 14.5 centimetres. Now if you don't want to put cream eggs in, if you're like me and you think that thing's horrible, the finished dimensions of it, 4.5 by 2, it's 4.5 inches that way, 2 inches that way, 1.5 that way, in centimetres, in metric, 10.5, 5 and 4. So, fold and burnish your score lines. We are going to do some big shot work to get our window in the top. But if anybody has spotted already, with a piece of cardstock that's 8.5 by 7.5, it's not going to fit in because you can fit 6 inches as a maximum width into your big shot. But we're not going to worry about that. What I'm going to do, I just want to get my plates out and show you how I put it together. So, it doesn't matter which platform you've got. One platform, cutting mat, Project Life cards and labels, that's what I've used. I use this one an awful lot for this sort of thing. This one here with the very delicate edges. And then what you're going to need to do is position it where you want it, and you have to fold over like that. Now I will show you my decadent edge relief, because it's kind of embossed itself, is there, which is on the inside of this one. So this is what's going to fold up, that's the lid, and that's what's going to fold up. So I would say probably the magnetic platform is the better one to choose. Position it in the middle. We're going to cut through. The wrong way around, haven't I? Position it where you want it. Fold this over. Cutting plate on the top. Run it through your big shot, which is just off camera. So you're just going to have to listen to me sending it through and knocking stuff off my desk. That has put a little bit of embossing there. It's okay. It's hidden if you don't like it, but if you do, it's a nice sort of reflection. And that's cut out my shape. Fabulous. So that is the only way to get round it. That's the only way I found. If you went left to right, if you folded up your cardstock with that way, you ended up cutting bits out or embossing it in a place that didn't make sense. That to me makes sense. Right, so we're going to come round and we're going to cut a notch into the 6 squares. There are 3 either side, so it's the 2 on the outside and the middle part are the squares, and these are all going to get glued up and hidden away. So that's why we're notching into these ones. My phone's on my desk buzzing away. Now, this is all going to fold up and fold round and hide itself away. I measured that wrong. Oh, I did. I cut mine to only 8 1/4. Cut yours to 8 1/2 inches. I've just been looking at that thinking that's not long enough, and it's not. That bit there with the panelling is not long enough, but that's because it should be 8 1/2 inches, not 8 1/4, which is what I've cut it to. Oh well, I'm going to show you how you hide that bit. Right, get your foil, the beautiful foil acetate. It's silver one side, gold the other. Hopefully you can see the difference. Silver and gold. This is 4 inches by 1 3/4. It probably doesn't need to be quite that width. It was just literally happened to be the bit that I had knocking about, and I just trimmed it down to 4 inches. So that would be 10 by 3.5 centimetres, that sort of size. I'm going around each of the corners, and then I'm going to come in and put one in the middle of the long side, just right at the top on both sides. So I've put 6, I've not picked one up there. Mini glue dot I didn't pick up in one corner. So I've got 6 glue dots, one in each corner, 1 2 3 4, and then there in the middle, and just position it over, and then your glue dots won't be excuse me, they won't be visible, but you'll still get this beautiful finish there. Right, now I'm going to run fast fuse along all of these parts. That is so peculiar. I managed to cut that. Do you know what? I think I did, because International A4 is 8 1/4 inches wide. I think I've cut that way instead of the other way. This is what happens when you prep for filming at 10 o'clock at night, when you're perhaps a little bit tired. Okay, so, oops, oh well. So that's the bottom of my box. So obviously we've got a little bit of a lip there. We're not worried about it. Hey, it might even become a feature. That's the bottom of the box. There's always one today, it is me. And then build around the lid. Grab a circular hole punch. This is the one I've got handy, 3/4 inch, just to get your little sort of handy lip there. And then your cream eggs, well, I've only got one. Well, actually I haven't. I have got 2 more, but they're inside another project waiting for filming. So we'll pretend there's 3 in there. They do fit. Let's just test it. 1 2 3 in there. Some of our lovely gold ribbon. This is 1/8 inch. Tie it bow. I think I'm coming to the end of this spool, which is why my ribbon's curly. Look at that, it's got a big curl on it. And then the metallic shapes, well, you get half the pack in silver and half the pack in gold. So I don't tend to use the gold very often, so today I'm going to be very liberal with my placement of 3 gold metallic shapes, but you know what? I love it, and we're going for the whole decadent theme here on this. And that, to me, is all rather fabulous. Let me slide that ribbon a little bit. Pop this back on here. And I do think it's really rather nice. And you know what? If I got cream eggs in there, I'd be very grateful. Still wouldn't eat the eggs though. Love chocolate, love fondant, don't like the combination. Anyway, what do you think? I hope you like it. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me, and I hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.